Ooh-wee. Ooh, happy Wednesday. It is another beautiful day to come out and do this. Just look at that. Yeah, so it's another beautiful day. So actually come out and do this. Go figure out what I'm doing. But I think yeah. Yep. So yeah. Look at that sun. The sky. Yeah, I'm getting that 20 mile in today again. It's Jay's. Yeah. It's a big old farm right next to it right here. I'm just sort of looking at all that faraway land right now. So yeah, do my shoes. So that's just it. Literally around 20 miles every day the last couple of days. So I get to slow down when I'm doing this. I'm looking like some monk right now because all I've been doing is a bunch of yoga, meditating, reading, coming out and do this. That's all I've just been doing. So I really look like a monk right now. Just I'm reading a very interesting book also. So now I feel my brain is even thinking behind because I started to ask more questions. I'm reading the Yoga Sutra and now I'm like, oh, biscuit. I think there's something about the human intelligence. Ooh, look at that pretty side to my left right here. There's something about the human intelligence that is actually beyond our spiritual intellect. Because at the end of the day, no matter how perfect, how intelligent a story looks, it is still questionable. There's still the how did he? So which makes it very interesting, and I really get it where they're trying to make it sound like just have faith. Let me see this. This girl watching too. So let's say just have faith, which makes sense. But I do think our human intelligence is beyond. How you doing? Yeah, our human intelligence, what made us, that beautiful sky, it is all beyond. You know, most of us, even though we don't realize it. I like the fact that I got, look at those birds. I don't know if anyone can see that. There are lots of birds just playing around the air, like you can just see the sky, how beautiful, and the birds. So I like the fact that during my runs, I just stop and walk for a little bit while I do this. That way it sort of allowed me to get engaged in what I'm doing. You know, I don't have to be running all the time, so it's just like, so like this 20 mile will probably take me like 4.5 hours. Yeah, almost 5. So normally, it would have taken me like 3 hours. And, you know, then what will happen is the next day, it will be hard for me to do it again. And I would do it, but it would be with a lot of effort. But because of the way I do them, it makes it so easy because I get that interval, I slow down. And that's what I've also learned about this ultra running thing. Because when you're running those long 100-mile races, you just need that time where you you just want to stretch your legs. Look at these birds right here in the sky. The sky is really blue. So I'm truly in nature right now. I'm just embracing everything, as you can see. So it's very exotic right here in my eyes. Look at those birds. Can you see those birds? Yeah, those are the birds I'm talking about right there. This one, I think this one is a little more closer. Yeah, it's very exotic in my eyes. That's where I look. Oh, there's another one right there too. I don't think I can see it. So this right here is very exotic, beautiful, quiet. So right here, I get to chant, meditate, whatever you want to call it, and just over and over and over and over and over, and ask different questions. So the weather's been kind of funny lately, but it's still beautiful. It's actually, I call it family time coming up in 2 days. It's Christmas this time. Most people, look at that bird. I don't know if I can see this bird. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Really flying right there. I don't know what language it's speaking, but I kid you not. That bird is just out there just doing this thing. Should I say, I hope it will come over here again. Can you imagine, just like the planes I would like to ride in all the time? So it's almost what I call that Christmas time, holiday time, whatever, however it suits you time. And for me, it's really funny, right about now when I'm done with this run, I will be a little over my 6,000 miles for the year. I didn't think I was going to get that 6,000 in so early. So I'll be over my 6,000 miles for the year. I think I did 7,000 one year. A couple of years ago, I did 7,000. I was alive, yeah. So I think I might shoot for 7,000 next year. But I'll just see as it goes. But it's just like, I always say this thing too, that if you were the type that likes to run, you don't have to wait for a race all the time before you do your own race. Because when you do your own race, whether it's just challenge yourself, run that 26 miles by yourself. People are so used to thinking that they have to go outside and run and they have to get that medal. But when you truly run your own race, that whole meaning of running a marathon will transpire to something totally different. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with running it in like the way we do our traditional marathons, but to actually say, okay, I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to run 2 marathons this year by myself. To actually just go down there with your own packs and have your food. Just have a little thing. Just go down there with someone that you are close to, and y'all can just jog, talk, and give yourself a space of 5.5 to 6 hours. And what it does to you is absolutely amazing, because this is not about all that race. There's so much intelligence in the body, more than we realize. A lot of intelligence. Because during that running by yourself, that 26 miles, you hear so many things that you've neglected for years. Things that you actually knew, but you just choose to neglect it by yourself. So when you go out there and you're able to kind of just challenge yourself and just do that, it makes a marathon so easy. Because many never try to run a marathon by themselves. They always think they have to get with somebody and train with somebody, then run with a group, and it is not allowing you to actually tap into your higher self. Because to run these things, all you have to do is just listen to your body. If all you could do today is 2 miles, do 2 miles. Keep moving until you get to that 26 miles. It's not how fast you run it. is actually getting there, getting the 26 miles in, just for you. Because running a marathon for me is more than a medal. Because we think that medal is while we're running. But when we take out that medal, it is extremely intelligent, spiritual, and especially for many that have walked the 26 miles, that's even a different ball game because you actually use the different muscles. I always say these things that my whole endurance ability comes from me seeing a woman give birth to a baby. I truly think that's a miracle for me. That's the best miracle ever. Childbearing, even though we barely talk about it. But when I saw that, I truly knew I can run 100 miles. I wish I'd known this years ago when I was playing football. Yeah. So there's nothing late than ever. And I've truly, truly enjoyed every single one of my runs. I truly look forward to it because I did it with passion. It's not about trying to prove to anything. It's just, look at the street beds again. I love that. It's not about the race, medal. No, it's not about that. It's just about me and my higher self. So today I don't know what I'm thinking yet. I'm just out here. I'm gonna keep it moving in a minute. I've already started, but excuse me. But I will say the yoga and meditation has allowed me to be able to stop, walk, then continue to run without me feeling the cramps or and that's why I would say that is very, 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 very important for the non-traditionals to stretch. Because for certain people, because of our religious background and what we've been taught, when we hear the word yoga, we look at it as a scary thing. And there's nothing wrong with that because it is not something one has been exposed to. But our body is really designed to stretch. You have to stretch your body every day, at least an hour or two. I know it sounds really ridiculous. And that's the reason why every time we get into a car accident or we have to go to therapy, all these things that we never even thought about is what we always do in the therapy. They tell you to stretch your body. They tell you to do all the exercise that you already knew about that you neglected. So look at this bird right here. She is Jordan. And I'm looking at this bird as they dance around. The sky's so blue too. And this thing is becoming like it's like a message to the world. It's like just sharing things, just sharing my ideology and thoughts. And it requires a lot of reading. Every mile has a book to it. Because it's just, I run the same way. The same amount of time I spend running, I spend reading too. So it's just an everyday constant thing, always wanting to learn and refresh that brain and just understanding that you do not know anything. You're always going to be learning. That's what I've come to realize. So like I've been saying, look at that pretty cool side. The birds are just out having a good time. I wonder, maybe they're showing off. I'm trying to see if I could pick up how to pick up a girl line from these birds because they're doing something and so I'm trying to learn how to talk to the wood. See, look, they're doing something. There must be a party going on because there's lots of them out right now. So they're doing something, and I don't know what it is, but there's lots of them out right now. So there has to be a party going on, and somebody's showing off. They got great skills too, and you can see those bears right there. They got great skills. These bears right here. Look at that skills. There's just plenty of them too. So I guess my energy is actually calling them. So I'm just, as you can see in that camera right behind there, they're all doing that flying. And for me, I look at it as, that's God speaking. That's the higher energy, the power. amazing miracle in front of me right now, how these birds are able to do these things just so at ease. How they're able to do this at so much ease, absolutely amazing. Just look at them just doing their thing just like that. Just looking at them. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Let me go ahead and continue this run. I can't even explain what emotion is, but I just had to say a little bit about what's on my mind, and one step at a time. And it's that time of the year. Give a gift, listen to somebody, hug somebody, and let me go ahead and finish this easy 20 mile. You can fall behind me, so I'm gonna say happy Wednesday.